What's up, guys? Jake here, getting back some Nurse Love Addiction. It's the rainy season in June, and we're still nurses, so let's do this.
And so it is ideal to take blood pressure measurements every day.
Cool.
Especially for patients staying at the hospital. Taking vitals including blood pressure is a must.
Cool, let me write that down. Make sure patients are alive. Oh, here it comes. It happens during our class on blood pressure measurements in the training room. I guess I'm gonna have to go through it this year too. She just starts vomiting everywhere. To be honest, I'm fed up. The onset of a headache. It's still alright, but I can feel it'll probably begin around the end of class. I consider how long I've had this problem. These light headaches, they come every year during rainy season. Really? That's her big problem? Is she gets a light headache? Or is it a light headache, like a headache caused by light? I've heard stories about how it has something to do with the change in barometric pressure. Once we get home, I'll ask Now to do her magic charm on me. Oh, that's a weird sex thing. The healing forehead we had talked about once while we were in bed. Oh god. Remembering this, I laughed slightly. Now, who had gone to Miss O'Hara to ask a question, looks at me and cocks her head.
Sis?
Shut the fuck up, I have a headache.
Oh, the headaches?
Yeah. Perceptive. Yeah, once we get home, I may put in a request for your healing forehead.
Yeah, leave it to me.
Now also lets out a small laugh. The rainy season's gloomy and I dislike headaches, but I like having Now do her magic charm on me. Oh, I bet you do. Now is my miracle drug. That's a weird thing to say. First time I'd said that to Now was a very long time ago. Even with my bad memory, I remember it clearly. I won't forget that precious moment. Itsuki, do it a little lighter. Like this? That's too tight. There's no room for the stethoscope to fit. Miss Sakuya, wow, I always forget her name, and Miss Itsuki are practicing on some kind of sarcophagus separate to ours. There needs to be 2 fingers worth of space, right? Yeah, and the position where you wrap the manchette needs to be a little... Oh yeah, it's probably better to lower, got it. They really get along well. It's almost like they're dating and have been for years. Ever since that day, I find my eyes following Miss Sakuya unconsciously. Drizzling rain falls upon the window, its sound not reaching inside the classroom. And so the sound of rain in my head is of that day I had walked home with Miss Sakuya.
No matter how well they look, we can learn a lot about problems within the body by the slightest change in temperature or blood pressure. Some patients may wonder why you have to keep taking their vitals when they hardly change from day to day. It's your job to explain to them, make sure they understand. It's your fucking job and they should shut the fuck up.
Miss O'Hara's voice wafts through the classroom like a peaceful music. Miss O'Hara, you're not quitting, are you?
No, I'm not.
You remember that scene? What a throwback. Since then, Miss O'Hara has shown no sign of acting differently. I wonder what happened to that envelope. Who knows? We may never know. We're outside now. Hey, look, it's raining, just like we predicted. And now it's not. Alright then now. After school, we've returned to our room. The ceremony for the magic charm begins with our sitting on our knees facing each other. I first sit on my knees on the floor and wait for Now. The room is quiet. My head throbs slightly. The rain's grown stronger, and even in our room you can hear it softly now. No, you can't.
Okay, just a sec.
Now, who had been washing dishes in the kitchen, wipes her hands and walks over. Hey, there she is.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Saying this, Now sits on her knees close to mine that her kneecaps are basically touching. I put myself in your hands. I make this dramatic pronouncement and bow my head. If Now just headbutts the fuck out of her, she will be my hero. Now lets out a small laugh.
I wonder how many times this makes it.
Well, there were years where 2 or 3 times wasn't enough.
Sis?
Now speaks in a low voice that has a slightly mischievous ring to it. What?
Why don't we try changing positions this time?
Okay. But, let's pause. That's a little forward. What? Even as she says this, Now takes my hand and pulls me towards herself. Slowly she falls onto her back. Okay. I didn't think we were really gonna go here, but here we are. With my hands being pulled, I fall forward until, naturally, we're fucking. Hey, okay, I have a different idea. Let's do something else. I end up in a position where it could be said to be covering or pinning down Now as she lies on the floor. Hey dude. She's under my body. Now looks up at me. The look in her eyes suggests she wants to say something. Although the magic charm hasn't even started yet, for a moment I forget all about my headache. I wonder why. I can feel Nell's body heat where her skin touches. Nell's body temperature has always been higher than mine, and so apparently summer has never been her favorite season. Huh? Maybe body temperature didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, cool. Really gave me the runaround in that sentence. Now opens her mouth.
If we put our foreheads together now, it might be like we're kissing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it might. So hey, let's not.
Why don't we do it then, sis? A kiss between sisters, before the magic charm.
Hey, okay, so I have this other idea, right? Let's not... That was the whole idea. That may not be the best idea, or a good idea, or an idea I want to do at all. Let's not kiss. Of course, it doesn't make me feel unpleasant anyway. Okay, now let's out a small laugh.
Yeah, you're right. That was dumb. I was joking anyways.
For some reason, Now's eyes seem slightly moist. Excellent use of the word moist. I love it. Huh. Huh. I mean, let's see where this goes, right? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind if we did it. Okay. I think this. As if my consciousness were being sucked away to somewhere else. After all, no part of me resists the idea of kissing now. Some part probably should. A kiss with my younger sister. Now's hand reaches towards my head, as if to examine the headache, as if to embrace my head. Now's hand touches my hair and it tickles slightly. There's a static between the two of us, almost like something magnetic. I'm being pulled towards her, yeah, by her hand. Then Now says, Oink! Fucking got her, dude. Her hand moves towards the tip of my nose, and her index finger prods my nose up slightly. I'm now sporting a piggy nose. What? Now let's out a giggle.
I'm kidding! I'm just trying a new approach. We're sisters. We're not gonna make out. That's weird.
Speaking playfully, she sits up. Huh? Taste, I follow her lead and sit up as well.
Alright, let's do that thing that's not weird. Yep.
As she says this, Now's already turned to her user herself.
Alright, give me your forehead.
Okay. Obediently, I extend my forehead towards Now. Now also leans her body forward and brings her forehead towards mine. Our foreheads touch. I close my eyes. I can hear the sound of the rain again and her voice. Her soothing, soothing voice. Now's voice as she says the magic charm. I wonder what that was all about before. She wants to fuck, dude. Like, I don't know how to break this to you. You have a weird sister. Thinking such thoughts, I have a hard time concentrating on the magic charm. But still, it's just as effective. Now's done it again. Whenever I need it, Now is my miracle drug. Cool, let's move on. Nope, we're not done yet. I wonder if I rely on you too much. After the magic charm finishes, I mutter these words and Now grins.
Well, I am your sweet sister and nothing more.
Sweet? I don't know. Now serves us homemade panna cotta. Oh man, I can read. From our afternoon snack. She said she made it in 5 minutes, but I'm impressed by the quality. It's sweet and... I see. It tastes like you now. Hey, this is weird. It makes sense. Doesn't really. I am impressed. Now blushes slightly. You could say she really put herself in that dish. You know what I mean? Okay, yep, cool. Anyways, you're still talking. A storm came. Oh no, the weather outside is the usual cloudy, rainy season. No, the storm is caused by Miss O'Hara's words at school. In the training room.
Alright, for today's basic nursing skills class, we'll be doing bedpan training.
Nope, I'm out. Look at that. Look at the time. I just remembered I have places to be. Rumors coursed throughout the classroom. There was even something like a cry of dismay. Truly a storm.
Amongst the hospitalized patients, there will be those who cannot leave their beds and must use a bedpan. For a nurse, assisting in the use of bedpans from beginning to end is an important part of the job. To understand the psychology behind what your patients go through, today all of you will Sorry, all of you will fucking poop in front of me today.
Great, I'm excited now. Miss O'Hara flashes her angelic smile. We're gonna have to pee in bed. It's a dream come true.
Alright then everyone, let's begin preparing. Drink a bunch of fucking water.
And in an environment where our classmates are close by. Oh, I cry out faintly in a stunned voice.
I heard there would be classes like this, but it really is embarrassing.
Okay, now please don't be into this in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to do it, said Mackie and Mickey, who definitely are real people. We have to. This is like an important class, but like, I guess it's like daunting or whatever. Miss Saki mutters in a very serious voice. But Princess, you've been hospitalized in the past, so you've done it before, right? This is like different. When you're surrounded by other classmates, it's obviously another matter. You think? What? So you're saying you're like okay with it or whatever? Well, last night, I imagined the scenario 100 times in my mind, so I think I should be used to it. This girl's into it. That's cool. At least we know now. For that matter, I did the same thing. Oh my god, these two are perfect for each other. And so we receive an explanation of exactly how the training will go down. Turns out we won't actually have to pee in the bed with our classmates watching. Cool. The curtains of each individual bed will be closed and the student will lie down on the bed alone. Then, removing their underwear, they'll place the bedpan between their legs, and then they'll just let it flow. Hey, let's say hypothetically, I don't need to pee. What do? Can I have a water bottle, please? Some lemonade, perhaps?
Alright, Mr. Sukasachi, we'll start this bed with you, please.
Oh, yeah, okay. Designated by Miss O'Hara, there's nowhere for me to run, except outside.
Sis, good luck! It's just peeing!
Yeah, I pee all the time. It's like I'm an expert. Receiving this form of encouragement from now. Okay. I awkwardly pass the curtain and walk to the bed. I lie down. I know no one's watching me, but... Yep, there's no one here. It's just you. Relax, yeah. All you need to do is not think about anything and just pee. Okay, nope, can't do it. They might hear the tinkling noise and that'd be weird, right? I might even break wind. What if you fart? Oh, what a bad thing. I can't relax at all. Around me, the training room's not buzzing with voices, but there's no tension in the air. I have to pee. How fortuitous! You need to do that now! The more I think I need to, the less I can. Time continues to pass and I can hear the voice from the other beds of those who finished. Voice saying things like, I peed in a pan, and it's emotionally draining. Also, it drained my bladder. But they finished and are moving on to the next students. Sorry I keep doing that. That's really annoying. I really need to pee.
The bed next to you is open. Miss Takeda, please use that one.
Yeah, Miss O'Hara. I hear Misaki's voice. It's because I'm taking forever. Please don't give me the play-by-play of her peeing. Oh, but this is something I do every day, probably. I had no idea that just by changing the environment it could be so difficult. In the end, I can't bring myself to pee, Miss O'Hara says.
That bed over there is taking too long. Miss Osachi, please switch.
Hearing that voice, I get out of the bed. Stepping out from behind the curtain, I see Misaki's already finished and returned. Maybe all her visualization had worked. Now I was also standing there with a worried look on her face.
Sis!
I smile in an attempt to hide my blushes. Nah, I couldn't do it. A bed is no place to pee.
For those who couldn't do it, just remember you're a fucker and I hate you.
Well, there you go, Asuka. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I'm just not cut out to pee in beds. One fair weather weekend during the rainy season. Oh, it's Miss Satsuki. No, it's not. It's us two.
Huh?
Now and I had gone to the station near the shop. When we arrive back at the dormitory, we see her there. She's standing a little inside the thicket near the dormitory. That's not weird. Oh, she's on the phone. She's not, like, crouching. Oh. Miss Satsuki appears to be talking to someone on her smartphone. You can just say phone. We'll get it. Huh? There's an expression on her face I've never seen before. Serious. Grave? I can't hear what she's saying from where we're standing. I wonder who she's talking to. Miss Satsuki notices our presence and says something into her smartphone before ending the call. She raises one of her hands and approaches us from the thicket. You know it's rude to eavesdrop, right?
Oh, Miss Satsuki!
Hey there, Osachi sisters. Did you just see that? I was talking on my smartphone. Yeah, you were on the phone. The smartphone. Yep, I was talking about, well, something I don't want the princess to know about. The princess refers to Misaki. Oh, good. That's good for all the people who just started playing this game. She says this meaningfully, but I can't take her at face value. After all, this is Mitsutsuki we're talking about. Did you two hear what I was saying? Yeah, totally.
We couldn't hear all the way over there. We were pretty far.
Thanks for blowing it now. We could have played like a fun joke, but it's over now. Oh, well, that's a relief. A relief? If you'd heard, I would have to do that to you, you know. That? What's that? I hope it's not fucking... That is that. I would have to use that and do that to you. That person I was talking to doesn't mess around. Eep.
Sis, Mitsutsuki, you shouldn't say things like that. My sister's very delicate.
Oops. Now breaks the tension. Mitsutsuki shrugs her shoulders apologetically. Anyway, it was just a friend. We just had a bit of an argument. She says as if the topic no longer interests her. Or she doesn't want to talk about the fight she just had like a second ago. Hey, look, the sky. It's the end of June. Cool, I love these time hops. I'm relieved upon hearing on the TV this year the rainy season will end earlier than last year. On one particular day. I first noticed it during the morning basic nursing skills training routine. Huh? What are we noticing?
Sis, what's up?
Oh, nothing. Cool, great scene so far. I shake my head to say that it's nothing, but... What do we notice? Nothing. Are we wearing our PJs at school? It continued even into the afternoon. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. Going home, I walk next to Now. Yeah, I know.
Sis, what's on your mind? You've been acting odd all day.
Oh, well the thing is, I abruptly stop walking. I forgot how to use my legs. I spin around to look behind me. Then I continue to eye my surroundings. Maybe it is just my imagination. Spies from Russia. Sis! Oh, I just felt like somebody had been watching me all day. It's probably not your creepy sister who wants to fuck you.
Huh?
Now looks surprised. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it was just my imagination, as I just said. I flap my hands as if to wave off the notion. It's true, though, that for a while I've had the sense someone has been watching me closely. If I told this to most people, they would say I was just imagining things, but... Not now. She lowers her voice with a worried expression on her face.
Do you think it could be a spy?
A stalker. Even though a similar thought crossed my mind, I hadn't been able to say the word. I thought going there would be overthinking things. Oh, come on. I mean, I can't think of why anyone would want to stalk me.
But I mean, like...
I can understand if that happened to someone like Mitsutsuki or Misaki, who have been stalking on and off this whole time. I consider they probably have passionate fans, especially Mitsutsuki. No one would think of me that way. Besides, I'm not attractive.
That's not true!
Okay, way to play it cool now. You're really covering your tracks really good here. Huh? Now? Do you want to fuck or what? Now suddenly raise her voice, frightening me.
You're very attractive to me, sis!
Okay, wow. Love the honesty and the enthusiasm. But let's just tone it down a little bit. Cool. I blushed slightly.
If we weren't living together, I would definitely fuck you all day, sis.
Cool.
I would, I swear!
Now suddenly acting stubborn. Oh, look, clouds! From what I can remember, this isn't what we were originally talking about, but in any case, it takes quite some time to restore Now's mood. In the end, for some reason, I've even promised her we'll sleep in the same bed tonight. What? How did we get from that to that? Dude, pick up on the signals! What are you doing? Now is smiling with satisfaction. I'm not entirely sure how things ended up this way. I'm not either. Even as time goes on, something happened that I can't read. Even as this goes on, the entire time I continue to feel as if someone is watching me from somewhere. Yeah, someone with a weird sister fetish. We return to our dorm. Later that night, when we're sleeping in the same bed, there's a beautiful starry night sky.
Alright, sis. Dinner is ready. Today is meat and potato stew.
Yay, I love it.
With extra carrots.
I hate it. Now laughs dryly in response to the declaration of my hatred for the vegetable.
You have to eat them all up. Besides, they've got tons of nutrients in.
Now's words abruptly finish at an odd point. Huh?
The carrots, I mean.
Now quickly turns and rushes to the window before throwing the curtains open. And then...
I knew it.
Huh?
Sis, that feeling you've had of being watched? I think it was that.
Saying this, she points outside the window. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Now ask me if she wants me to go with her, but I can tell her it's alright. I step out alone to the front of the dorm. I recognize who it is immediately. In the shroud of the electricity pole, dressed in a white uniform. She's crouching down as if to hide herself, but doing a horrible job of it. Now said she felt someone was watching our room, but that's an understatement of how sharp she had been. Ahem, and it was. Dun dun dun! I cleared my throat quietly, and drummed the courage and called out to her. It was. Dun dun dun! Miss O'Hara! In a strangled voice of surprise, the person wearing the white uniform spins around towards me. Why is she wearing her white uniform? For stealth. For a moment, such puzzling thoughts crossed my mind.
Miss Osachi. Weird, I didn't know you lived here. How's your homework coming along?
Miss O'Hara gives me a smile. Her angelic smile. It's most definitely Miss O'Hara who is there. Good eyes, boss. Wearing a white uniform, nurse's cap, and her smile, I'm filled with admiration for this ideal nurse standing in front of me, putting aside the fact she's hiding suspiciously in the shadow of an electricity pole near our dorm. But not even I can put that aside. Oh, she's into the sister thing, I can tell.
Well, I'll be off then. I'll see you at the academy tomorrow.
Good save, she's good. Miss O'Hara spins around and attempts to walk off. What is she doing here at this time of night? And then, even with my horrible memory, I recall what make her, this lady here, so interested in what I was doing. Hey, bitch, this is about the envelope, isn't it?
Huh? No!
In her surprise, Miss O'Hara nearly topples over. Whoopsie. Oh, wow, things just got serious. Okay, before we have a fucking rooftop brawl with Miss O'Hara, I'm gonna draw this episode to a close. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to tune next week for more Nurse Love Addiction with yours truly. I'll see you guys then.